Now we are discussing the program to count the number of nodes in a linked list. Let us suppose that we are having a linked list available and there we have to count the number of nodes. So this one is the program. Now to work with that program, first of all we must understand that how this program will work. Let us suppose that we are having two nodes available in a linked list. We know that this is a singly linked list. So here we are having two parts of every node. So let us suppose that two nodes are there and which contain two parts. One is the info part and the link part or the next part. So here next, then again info part and the next part. In the linked list, we always have a start pointer which point to the first node. The next pointer point to the next node, and here next pointer point to the null. Null, that means there is no further node available. If there are two nodes available like 7 and 8, so that means two nodes are there, 1 and 2. So the answer of count will be 2, that there are two nodes available in this linked list. So that is the program that we want to work on. Now if I start with the program, then first of all we are having comment program to count total number of nodes in the linked list. Here we are including the two header files, hash include stdio, which is for printf and scanf statements. Then hash include malloc, this is for the dynamic memory allocation. Now we are having few functions, which is void insert, void delete. Void means no return type. Then display and count. So insertion of a node, deletion of a node, display the node and count the nodes. So these are the functions available. Afterward we are having a structure here. Now in this structure we are having a node. So here we have defined a node structure. Let us suppose that this is our node. And here we are having info part, integer type. So one part is info here. And struct node star next. So another part is the next here. That means one is the pointer part, which is next, which is pointing to the next node. And one is the info part, which will contain the information of the node. Then star start, so there is a start pointer which is available, and here equal to null. So right now first of all start is pointing to null. The meaning is that right now the linked list is empty. Now we are scrolling down to the main function. So here we are coming with the main function now. So here we are having void. Void means no return type, and this is the main function. Char chy. So first of all we have created a character variable whose value is y. Int a. So one more variable we have taken of integer type whose value is a, or maybe we can say that the integer variable name is a. Now printf /n for the new line, welcome to program of linked list. So this is the message on the user screen that welcome to program of linked list. Now while choice is y or choice is capital Y, we have already given the choice as y here with the help of the variable. So here it is y, means once the choice will be yes, then this process will keep on going. And what is the process? We are giving a menu to the user. That printf means on the user screen there will be the display. First thing, it is a linked list. Then press 1 for the insert, /n for the new line. These all are the new line character. 2 for delete, 3 for traverse, 4 for count node. So these are the four options we are giving to the user. Enter choice. So if we are asking from the user choice, now user may enter 1, 2, 3, 4 or any other choice. So that choice we are taking into variable a. Scanf means taking from the user. Let us suppose user enter a choice 1. What will happen? Switch a will go to the case 1 and insert function will be called break. If user press 2, then delete function will be called and break. If user press 3, then case 3 will run and display function will be called. If user press 4, then count function will be called break. If user press any other number except 1, 2, 3, 4, then default will be called and it will give you the wrong choice. So this is how the program is going to work. Now we are going to scroll down. So we are scrolling down now. and we are finishing this main function here. So this is the ending of the main function and starting of the insert function. So here default option was that printf, wrong choice. If user enter any other number except 1, 2, 3, 4, then other option will come which is a wrong choice. Now after every operation it will ask the user /n for the new line, do you want to continue? If user want to continue, it will press yes, otherwise no. And we know that in the while loop we have mentioned the y. So until user is going to press y, this loop is going to work and we can perform multiple operations like insertion, deletion, traverse and the count. Flush stdin for flushing the last input value, and here the input value will be taken, which is scanf %c means character value. If user still press the y, then the while loop will keep on working. We are now working on the case number 1. The case number 1 says that, which is a insert. So here void insert, we are going to work on the insert function here. So whenever the user press 1, insert function will be called struct node star ptr. So one ptr pointer is declared. Afterward int item. So one item variable is taken, int item integer type. Printf enter element. So on the user screen there is a message, enter the element. Now scanf %d, which is for the integer value, at the address of item we are asking from the user. Let us suppose user says 7. So now that 7 element user want to insert. We assume that at the start is at null. That means there is no element inside the linked list available. So ptr is equal to struct node star malloc size of struct node. That means a node will be created. This is a struct node which is created. Now the node contain info part and the next part, and this is the ptr. So ptr is currently pointing to this particular node. Ptr info is equal to item. So at the info part of ptr means this one, we are putting the item which is 7. So 7 is placed here. If start equal to null, obviously the start is equal to null right now. So here start is equal to ptr. Now this start is now with the ptr, means there is a new value of this start. The start is not working with this null anymore. So this val pointer is modified. So start is now pointing here. ptr next equal to null. So ptr next, this one equal to null. So here we can see that successfully one node is added to the start, and here the node is 7. So this 7 is inserted. Now we assume the case number 2, else part. We know that if case was worked for the start equal to null. But we assume that this is the current case where the start is having only one block. Now else part means already the start is having few elements. Then what will happen? Let us suppose that we are having a start, and start already have few element like maybe 1, and here we are having info part in the next part, maybe the element is 3. So start is pointing to node 1 and here it is null. Now what in that case if we are having the ptr? So else part will work. So in the else part it is saying, means if is not working, ptr next is equal to start. So ptr next, that means this one will be equal to start. So this node will be inserted here. This pointer is having no meaning because start, we have assumed that start is not null right now. Start is already having one element. So now this element is inserted at the beginning of the start, and start is equal to ptr. This start is now pointing to ptr. So you can see that here start is pointing to first node and first node is going here. So this pointer is not meaningful. So this way one node will be inserted successfully. So this is the insertion operation. Now we are going to perform the next operation. We are calling to the next function now, which is the delete function here. So if user press the case 2, then delete function will be called. Here we are having struct node start temp. That means one temp pointer is created. If start is equal to null, now assume that here the start is null. Now that means there is no node available. We are assuming that start is null. So here printf no element in the list. Obviously, if start is null, there is no element present here. Else case, we are assuming case 2 where start is having some specific nodes. So this was the case 1, start is null. Now we are discussing the case 2. So talking about case 2 here, we assume that start is already having few nodes. Maybe assuming 2 nodes are available. This is node 1 and this is node 2. So these are the 2 nodes. We know that every node is having info and the next part. So info and the next. Start is pointing to the first node, next point to the next point to the null here. Now here the elements are 7 and 3, assumingly. Now what that else part is working, so if there is a node available, that means this part will not work, else part will work. So here if some nodes are available, then else part will work here. Printf deleted element %d start info. So the user screen there will be a message that deleted element is and start info. So start info part, that means 7 will be displayed, that this is the element which we are going to delete now. Temp is equal to start, so the pointer temp will be pointing to the start here. So this temp is now pointing to start, means first node. Start is equal to start next. We know that start next is pointing to the next node here, this one. So start is now attached to the next node. That means earlier value of start node is now not meaningful. Free temp, now this temp will be freed, so this node is now freed up. So you can see that the start is now pointing to the very first node, and which is 3. So here the node number 7 is successfully deleted. So this is the operation of deletion. Now we are going towards the next function, which is display. Now we are scrolling down to the display function here. So this one is a display function. So here we are having void display. This is a display function. Then we are having struct node start temp. So there is one temp variable available which is of pointer type. If start is equal to null, that is interesting. If we are having start and that start point to null, that means the linked list is empty. So there will be the message on the user screen printf no element in the list. So whenever there is a start null, so obviously no element in the list. So this was the case 1 where we are having start is null. If let us assume that there are some elements available into the linked list, then what will happen? Then we are going towards the case number 2. So here we are having case number 2 where we assume that there are certain elements which are available like 1 and 2. So these are the 2 nodes available. All the nodes having info part and the next part. Info contain the information like 7 and 8. Next is pointing to the next node which is pointing to the null, and there is a start pointer which is pointing to the start node here. So afterward, if we are having few elements, then obviously first case will not work. It will go on the else part. Printf elements in the list. So elements in the list are available. Temp is equal to start. So here we are having temp. So temp is now on the start. While temp not equal to null. Temp is on the first node until it is reaching to the next. This operation is keep on working. Printf/t means a tab space, %d means the integer value, temp info. So temp info part means 7. So 7 is displayed on the user screen, then a tab space. Temp is equal to temp next. So here temp next means this we are talking about. So temp is now moved to the next node here. So this pointer is now no more into existence, that is not required. Again it will go back. Is temp null? No. Temp is at the node number 8. So again those function will work, printf /t for the tab space, then temp info. So temp info part is 8, so 8 will be displayed after a tab space. Now again temp is equal to temp next. So temp next, it is null. So we are talking about this particular. So now the temp is modified to the next. That means this pointer is now not meaningful because it is already updated. Now it will again go back and check temp null. Temp is already null because temp is pointing to the null already. So it will come out, and already we have displayed the elements 7 and 8. These are the elements which are displayed. So this is how the linked list is going to show the traversed element. Now we are going to learn the next function, which is count function. We are scrolling towards the next function, which is the last function, that is count function. So void means no return type, count means counting the number of elements. So here int c equal to 0. Let us suppose that we are having a c which is a count, that is 0 right now. Struct node star current. So there is one pointer which is current we have taken. Now current is equal to start. There are two cases which are available, that if the start is null, obviously there will be no element available in that case, but we are assuming that there is some element which is available. Okay, so first of all take the case number 1. If I take the case number 1 where I am assuming that the start is equal to null, so this is case number 1. In that particular case we are coming here while current not equal to null. You can see that current is equal to start. So current is at the start and start is at the null. So obviously in the case number 1 current is already at null. So this part will not work, and last line will be working printf, that means display on the user screen. Total number of nodes is c, and what is c? 0. So here number of nodes are 0. You can see that start is pointing to null, there is no node available. So this is the case number 1. Now we are working on the case number 2 if some nodes are available. So here we are having the case number 2. This is case 2. Here we are having a start pointer, and let us assume that we are having two nodes available. This is node 1, this is node 2, and having the info part, next part, info part, next part. Start is pointing to node 1, it is pointing to next node, it is pointing to the null. And here we are having elements like 7 and 8. These are the two elements, and there is one more pointer we know that, which is current, which is available. So now how it will work? First of all, we was having current is equal to start. So current is pointing to start, means here, while current not equal to null. So is current null? Current should reach here to the null, but it is pointing right now to the node 7. So it will come inside. In that case, case number 2, it will come inside because current is not null. C++. So here C was earlier 0, now the C is 1. Means count increased because there is at least one node. Current is equal to current next. So current next means this pointer we are talking about. So current is modified, this one, it is attached. Earlier current value is now not meaningful. It will again go back. Again current not equal to null. So check out, is current null? No, current is pointing to the node number 8. Again C++, so it is 2 now. Current is equal to current next. So here what is the current? Current is this one and the next is this one. It is pointing to null. So current is now pointing to null. That means earlier pointer is now not meaningful because the value is updated to null. Again it will go back checking the condition. Current not equal to null, but current is already null, it is reached to null. So it will come out afterward and displaying printf /n for the new line, Total number of nodes, percentage D, C. So here the number of nodes are 2. Yes, the answer is on the screen is 2. So node 1 and node 2, these are the nodes available. So in this program we have learned that how to insert, delete, display and count the nodes into the linked list. And now we are going to run this program. First of all, we are compiling the program now. So here we are compiling this program. Now here we can see that there are error 0, warning 0. That means errors and warnings are 0. So program is successfully worked. Now we are running this program. So now this is how the program is working. We are having the welcome to program and there are certain options given to us in the linked list: insert, delete, traverse. If I try to delete element directly, it will say no element into the linked list. Yes, I want to continue. If I want to traverse directly, it will say no element into the list. Yes. And if I want to count, press 4, then obviously 0 elements are there. Now I want to insert a node, so I will press 1. Let us suppose that node inserted is 4. I want to continue again. Why? I want to insert one more node, press 1. So here I want to insert a node 7. So again I want to continue. Why? I want to traverse, press 3. So 7 and 4 are there. So this is how, with the help of this program, we can insert, delete and traverse the node into the linked list, and we can also count the number of elements with this program. So that is all about the program of counting the number of nodes into the linked list.